A uniform wheel of 600 millimeter diameter weighing 5 kilonewton rests against a rigid rectangular block of 150 millimeter high as shown in the figure. Find the least pull through the center of wheel required just to turn the wheel over the corner A of the block. Also find the reaction on the block. Take all the surface to be smooth. Now if you see here, this one is the wheel having the diameter of 600 millimeter, and here is the one of the block having the height of this block is 150 millimeter, and how much this pull P required, that we have to find out here. Okay, how much this P is required. Also find the reaction. Due to this pull, there will be a reaction at this corner A, that is also we have to find out over here. Let us see how to apply this moment concept to find out these values. As per the given information, the diameter of the wheel is 600 millimeter. The weight of the wheel given is 5 kilonewton, and the height of the block given is 150 millimeter. Now, least pull required just to turn the wheel over the corner. Now, how much this P required, that we have to find out. Now, let us consider this P is the least pull required to just turn the wheel in a kilonewton. Okay, now to find out this, let us draw some simple free body diagram. And free body diagram is nothing but what? It is the diagram which is representing the forces, reactions which are acting over that particular body individually. We will be see this free body diagram concept in lateral some few lectures after. Now let us see here. This P is applied over here at point O. O is the point CG of the particular wheel, and W is the weight, that is 5 kilonewton, which is passing from that point O, and R is the reaction which is developed at the corner A. It means that at this particular location, this W is the weight 5 kilonewton over here, and here there will be a reaction RA. And for this free body diagram, we have to find out this P force, and then we have to find out this reaction RA. Now let us see how to find out this. Now, if you see here, the height of that particular block is 150 millimeter. Here the angle, we don't know how much this angle will be, but the diameter of the wheel is provided. The diameter of the wheel is 600 millimeter. It means that this A to O, this distance, A to O distance is nothing but what? Radius, and radius of this wheel will be 300. That's why this A to O distance is 300 millimeter and O to B distance is 150 millimeter. From these two dimensions, we maybe find out this theta, and sine theta is nothing but what? Opposite side upon hypotenuse, and opposite side is of 150 and hypotenuse is of 300. From this we'll be getting the sine theta is 0.5. From this we may calculate theta is equal to 30. Okay, now similarly AB is this side. To find out this side, from the Pythagoras theorem, we may calculate this one. AB is equal to under root of this hypotenuse square minus adjacent side square. That's why 300 square minus 150 square is equal to 260 millimeter. This distance AB will be 260 millimeter. Now take the moment about point A and equating the same. What will happen? At point A, we are taking the moment. Now reaction R is passing from the point A. That's why the perpendicular distance which is caused due to this reaction will be 0. That's why this moment which is produced due to this reaction will be 0. Now the next is this P force. It makes an anti-clockwise movement about point A. It makes an anti-clockwise movement about point A, and the perpendicular distance is 300. That's why 5 in this P into 300. Now here another force 5 kilonewton, which is the self weight of that particular wheel. And here the perpendicular distance here, what we have calculated right now, that is 260 millimeter. That's why 5 into 260. Now if you solve this, you will be getting what? P force means the simplification of this 2 becomes a 1300 divided by this 300. You will be getting the P value, and P value here is 4.33 kilonewton. From this arrangement, for this condition, you will be getting the pull required is 4.3 kilonewton. Okay, once we are applying this 4.3 kilonewton pull to this wheel, what will be the reaction which is developing at this particular location? Now, to find out this reaction develop, what we have to do? What we have to do? We have to resolve this force in horizontal as well as in vertical direction. Okay, resolve this force in horizontal as well as in vertical direction. Now here this angle and this angle will be equal because these are the opposite angles. Now similarly resolve this force also vertical as well as in horizontal. Now if you see here, this angle we have found it out, theta is 30. This value is of 30 degree. Now as we know that this angle and this angle will be same, it means that as we know that this one is the perpendicular, out of that this angle is of 30, it means that this angle is of 60. This angle is of 60. And this side angle, this angle is of 30. Okay. Now resolving this P force, I have considered over here this force, P force, which is making an angle of 30 degree with the vertical axis. That's why this component is of P cos 30. And the horizontal component is of P sin 30. I have considered the angle which is made by this P force with the vertical axis. And how I have calculated this one? As we know that this angle is of 30. And if I draw this parallel line to this line, it makes an angle 30 over here. And this P force, it makes an angle 90 over here. That's why out of this 90, if I subtract this 30, we'll be getting 60 over here. Again, this resolve force having the angle of 90 degree, it means that this remaining angle is of 30 degree. Okay, once you'll be getting this angle and we have resolved this force, the force which is adjacent to the angle is cos component and other component is of sin component. Now, once you'll be getting this, I have to make the summation of all horizontal force, resolution of all horizontal and equating the same. It means that summation of all horizontal force, summation fx is equal to 0. Now here this force, now this angle is of 30, this component is of r cos 30 and it is going in the right side direction, that's why it is taken as positive. Therefore r cos 30 positive minus p sin 30, p sin 30 is equal to 0. Now this force is going in the right side direction, that's why positive. This force is going in the left side direction, that's why negative. It means that if you are equating these two terms, you will be getting what relation? R sin 30 is equal to P sin 30. Okay, simplify this, we have to find out the reaction R. Therefore, R is equal to P sin 30 upon cos 30. Okay, it means that tan 30, you may call it as sin upon cos is nothing but tan. Or you may put value as it is, sin 30 is of 0.5 and cos 30 is of 0.88, 0.866, and simplify this term, you will be getting the reaction R. and R value you'll be getting over here 2.5 kilonewton. Okay, by using this concept of moment, concept of resolution, we are able to find out the full force required P. Similarly, the reaction which is developed at this corner R, by using this two concept, moment and resolution of